I suppose I don't see my story as a football story, or even an ALS story, but rather a human story.
Spokane native Steve Gleason is now on a prestigious list with fewer than 200 people. Tonight, how he continues to inspire.
And in weather, tracking light snow for the Spokane area and some warmer temperatures. Full forecast details next.
I'm a pretty straight shooter, and I have a quirky sense of humor. And I love Spokane. Spokane's been very good to me and my family.
The newest member of the Spokane City Council is promising change. We sat down with her to talk about what she plans to do.
Well, we have a breaking traffic alert for you at this hour. Westbound I-90 still closed at Ellensburg tonight. That's because of multiple crashes. Actually, there has been a semi-truck that was jackknifed earlier in the evening. It was blocking traffic. You can see it right there, and the big traffic behind it.
Yeah, WashDOT says troopers are working to clear the cars from the backup, but there's currently no detour available and no estimated time of reopening for those westbound lanes. Eastbound is open, but chains are required.
Well, big smiles all around. Steve Gleason was honored during a special ceremony on Capitol Hill today. He was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal, earning that recognition for his fight to raise ALS awareness. Thanks for being here with us tonight. I'm Whitney Ward.
And I'm Tom Sherry. KREM 2's Mark Hanrahan was at today's ceremony. And Mark, I understand you also had the opportunity to talk with Steve Gleason's wife.
I did, Tom. Good evening. I asked her what she thought about being here at the Capitol today and about Steve receiving this award from Congress. She looked at me, kind of looked around, chuckled a bit, and she said, "It's absolutely crazy." Look, she is extremely proud of her husband. As you guys mentioned, fewer than 200 people have ever received this award, and now Steve Gleason's name is on that elite list.
As Speaker of the House, it is my honor to welcome Steve Gleason and his beloved family.
In the historic statuary hall at the U.S. Capitol, hundreds of people gathered to witness history. Steve Gleason, unable to move without a wheelchair, unable to communicate without a computer, awarded the nation's highest civilian honor.
If the definition of a hero is someone who takes a terrible situation and makes it better for everyone, that is Steve Gleason.
Some of our nation's most powerful political figures praised the Spokane native for his tireless work to advocate for ALS patients. Washington Senator Patty Murray said Steve's name is synonymous with hope.
And beyond his tremendous advocacy work, Steve has shown that no matter the challenge or obstacle, when we refuse to give up, there's nothing we cannot overcome.
Gleason was diagnosed with ALS 9 years ago after an 8-year career in the NFL. Despite his physical limitations, he has worked to give other ALS patients the technology and resources to live meaningful lives. And through the Steve Gleason Act, Congress assured that technology was available through Medicare. Gleason's former teammate and current NFL quarterback Drew Brees praised his tireless work.
There is no person on earth with the strength, courage, passion, and tenacity to overcome all obstacles and make the lasting impact that Steve has made.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy being in here.
Steve Gleason's wife, Michelle Varisco, said she was both overwhelmed and proud today. What does it mean for Steve and his mission with Team Gleason to continue to advocate for people living with ALS?
I mean, it's a tremendous amount. I think this, we just keep wanting to put ALS on the map, and I think this is going to be, I think this is going to help do it.
When it was time for Gleason to deliver his remarks, he thanked his family. And in true Gleason form, he delivered a message of hope and inspiration, saying human potential is boundless.
I suppose I don't see my story as a football story, or even an ALS story, but rather a human story. The truth is that we all experience pain in our lives. But I believe that the problems we face are our opportunity and define our human purpose. To the people of the United States of America, a nation I'm so proud to live in, for this unbelievable honor. Have a wonderful day.
Other recipients of the Congressional Gold Medal include Jackie Robinson and Mother Teresa. Today, here at the Capitol, Steve Gleason became the first ever NFL player to receive the award. Reporting live from the nation's capital, I'm Mark Hanrahan, Now back to you guys.
What an incredible thing to witness, Mark. Thank you so much. And there is a lot that led up to this prestigious honor. In June of 2018, the Senate passed legislation to award Gleason that medal. Then the U.S. House of Representatives passed it. That was in December of 2018. And President Trump made it official, signing that legislation 1 year ago. And there were some big names from Spokane and all around the country in attendance at that ceremony. Some of them include NASA astronaut and fellow Gonzaga Prep graduate Ann McLean, Gleason's friend and Spokane County Superior Court Judge Tony Hazel, his former football coach H.T. Higgins, and Senators Patty Murray and Maria Cantwell and Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rogers. Now, Judge Hazel has known Steve since their days together at Gonzaga Prep. He says one thing has remained the same through all of these years: Steve's drive to succeed and help others.
I think he went through a mental process of, what do I do about this? Do I just die a graceful death, or do I wither away, or do I fight the fight? And Steve chose to fight the fight and maintain positivity, and chose to really adopt the adversity that he was facing and grow from that adversity, which is frankly really inspiring.
Yes, it is. And House Republican Whip Steve Scalise also offered remarks about Gleason today. He focused on the Steve Gleason Act, which helps ALS patients get access to those critical speech-generating devices. And as we switch gears back here at home and take a look at conditions, quite a bit chillier than it was in Washington, D.C. today for Mark. But Tom, I know you're tracking more snow overnight, right?
I am. We actually have a winter weather advisory in effect across the Spokane area, areas of central Washington, and also into the Cascades. Our winter weather advisory goes until early tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. This area is shaded in pink, though. That is a winter storm warning. That will go through noon tomorrow. Some of these areas up here could get quite a bit of snow, maybe in excess of 4 to 6 inches of snow in the valley locations. Right now we're tracking snow that is just to the southwest and south of the Spokane area. A few light snow showers out towards the valley and really up maybe towards Green Acres or Mount Spokane, but this is going to be the snowfall that we're going to see. Maybe 1 to 2 inches is what we're expecting across the Spokane area, also into Coeur d'Alene. If it tracks the way we think it's going to track, it'll be areas to the north of Spokane that will see the heaviest amounts of snowfall. 4 to 6 inches in Sandpoint, 4 to 5 up in Chewelah, 6 to 8 possible up in the Omak area, and 4 to 6 inches of snow in Bonners Ferry. So here we go with your day planner forecast. Not as cold tonight. We saw overnight lows in the teens this morning. It did not drop down to 9. I think it dropped down to about 13 here in the Spokane area this morning, but we'll look for a low overnight now of 24 degrees, right where we should be, actually. Tomorrow we get a bit above freezing. We get a little light evening and early morning snow. Then we'll see a daytime high of 36. When you take a look at the weekend forecast, look at this. Some light snow on Saturday and 34. Right now I've got temperatures hitting 39 on Sunday and barely below freezing for Sunday morning. So I think we're going to see a bit of melting by Sunday and also into next week. I'll talk more about that with your 10-day forecast coming right up.
Sounds very good, Tom. Thank you. Hey, take a look. If you live in this area that is shaded in orange, that's District 2 in the city of Spokane, and this is your new city council member. Betsy Wilkerson was just appointed after Brienne Beggs became the council's president.
Wilkerson has served the Spokane community for many years, but this is her first time in public office. Our Amanda Rowley sat down with Wilkerson today.
A unanimous vote on Monday made Betsy Wilkerson the newest Spokane City Council member.
Has it hit you yet?
My pause should tell you it hasn't quite hit me yet.
You could say she had 3 reasons to apply for the job.
Cyan, Thomas, Isa.
Her triplet grandchildren.
And they would ask me every week, Granny, are you going to be on city council? Like literally every week. No, it hasn't happened yet. We have to do this for our youth. I have to lead for my grandchildren and truly for other children. And seeing someone looking like you in that position makes you even start to think it's possible.
Not only is she a grandmother and mother, Wilkerson has also worn countless hats serving the Spokane and Washington State community. Her family moved to Spokane from Mississippi in 1963. They started the Moore's Assisted Living in 1976, and in 1992, Wilkerson became the owner and administrator of the family business. She's been the past president of the Women Helping Women Fund, Junior League of Spokane, and St. Luke's Community Advisory Board.
I will tell you, Amanda, when I commit, I am dedicated.
And when the Emmanuel Family Life Center was only just an idea, Wilkerson was there and watched it come to fruition.
Would you consider this center, being able to see it from start to finish, would you consider it maybe your baby, your baby project?
Absolutely.
Yeah. For 16 years, she also served under 3 Washington state governors on the Commission of Judicial Conduct.
Locke, Gregoire, and now Inslee.
Now, Wilkerson is ready to put all she's learned in her years of community service into her new role as council member.
What I've learned, especially in my nonprofit, is balancing the wants and the needs of the people with the resources that are available. And that is the opportunity, and that's the challenge, knowing that you will not be able to make everyone happy, but based on the information we have and the input, we make the best decisions we can.
Wilkerson's appointment to City Council is also a mark in Spokane's history. She is Spokane's first African-American woman to serve on City Council in 20 years. Before her was lifelong friend Roberta Green. She hopes her presence on the council will spark inspiration. Also high on her list is seeing more African-American youth involved in city government.
I don't know if kids of color are really exposed to government service. And many of them, it's a great career path.
Spokane will spend the next 2 years getting to know its new council member. But for now, she says all you need to know is,
I'm a pretty straight shooter, and I have a quirky sense of humor. And I love Spokane. Spokane's been very good to me and my family.
Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.